What's going on YouTube? Today we are about to install the integrated engineering cold air intake on my B9 Audi S5. So I got the head strap on today. Y'all let me know if y'all like this POV type of style, but we're gonna go ahead and get to it. First, we're gonna go ahead and check the contents. So here we actually have the polymer intake itself. Got the IE plate on it. Turbo inlet pipe. First, I got a little IE cup holder or like can holder. Y'all know what I mean, the cover. Next, they got me a sticker that I can put somewhere. We'll see if I put this on somewhere yet. And then all of the bolt components that I needed in order to go ahead and start the installation properly. Oh, I think it's some more stuff in here. Oh, I got another IE sticker. And is this another one? A lot of IE stickers, but pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and cut to the next clip and go ahead and start this installation. Task is to go ahead and take off the lever. So there's a button on the back that they said, or at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze this button. Went ahead and grabbed a screwdriver and I pressed this button so you can see there's a button on the top that you can go ahead and press down and go ahead and pull off, so it should look like this. So we're just gonna put this to the side for now. Next, we are to take this front cover off and go from here, pop this up, this. Okay, now it's all popped up. We're gonna slide this out. So this is that front cover. This is what it's gonna look like on the front end. And now we're gonna take off the engine bay cover. I need to clean this though, my engine bay being dirty. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my T20 bit, and there's 2 bolts. So if you see the 2 silver ones, there's one right here, and then there's one on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those out, and then we're gonna move to the next step. That's one. Flathead to pull that screw out. Okay, cool. Now, since I took those screws out, I should be able to remove the radiator cover if I just pull up on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out now. So this is next. If you look right here, we were told to go ahead and take off this clamp connecting the turbo inlet hose so that we can release it and go ahead and get ready to remove the stock intake system and go ahead and put in IE. So we're gonna go ahead and take a flathead screwdriver, and you see this bolt right here. We're just gonna loosen this clamp. Okay. And as you can see, it's like expanding, opening up for you. Now you should be able to move this, have these disconnected. Okay, so now we just have to pop this intake out. So I'm gonna pull this up. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the stock intake. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down somewhere, and we're gonna go ahead and put in IE's version. Okay, sorry about that. So I was able to get it kind of situated. So this is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna loosen it a little bit, but leave it in that area so that we can go ahead and start inserting these 2 bolts back into the slots where we took out these original ones. So these were the stock ones. IE went ahead and provided us with some new ones. All right, so here's our bag. We have our hose clamps right here, are what's going into those 2 holes that we took screws out earlier that we're holding in the stock radiator cover. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in and give us 4 washers to go ahead and put 1 at the base and 1 at the end once it gets through the hole. So we're gonna go ahead and pour these out. We're gonna go ahead and pour these out. Okay, so we see we have all 4, so we're gonna take 1, put it on here. Okay, so we have 1 washer here. And then I'll skip to the next clip and do 1 just to show you it going through the other side. And then I'll go ahead and do the other, and then we can keep moving. So just to show you guys again, so this is the hole we see right here. So we're gonna push this through here. Okay, so that's pretty much all the way through. Then we're gonna take a washer right here. Oh, can't get it, got it, okay. So we're gonna take a washer here and we see this screw actually on the other side, so it went through, so I forgot to move it, so I'm gonna have to take this out, scoot this back, move it so I can put the washer in before we screw it in here. So I'm gonna do that and cut to the next clip. So I'm not sure how well you can see, actually you can see it. So there's the second washer that I was talking about, so that's gonna go ahead and be put on the end, and then it's going to go into this golden hole, which is all connected to the bigger intake. So we're gonna go ahead and do the second one, which is going to go into the left hole, as you can see right here by this leaf. We're gonna do the same on the other side, and then it's gonna connect all the way through to that gold hole. So we're gonna do, you can see it pushed my screws out a little bit, which means they are flush in there. So, oh, I heard something drop. So we have a blooper, guys. I don't know if you can see, but one of my washers fell down here. So we're back now. I had dropped the washer a second time, so I went ahead and just did it off camera, because I think just me trying to focus the camera on it and do it at the same time. But basically, it's not all the way tightened yet, but we went ahead and threaded this one in, and then we threaded this one over here in. And this is supposed to help hold that intake in place. So now we're gonna go ahead. The next step is to install this bad boy. Got this out. We're going to put one on this end, and we're going to put the other on the smaller end. So I'm skipping to the next clip because putting the silicone hose on was actually kind of difficult. So once you get it to manage to go around both the actual intake and then the turbo inlet, since I have the stock one, I have this stock silicone, or it's not stock, but it's basically just a silicone tube connecting for the stock turbo inlet. But when I get the cast iron turbo inlet, there will be a different connector, so I'll really just have to take off this part and this part in order to go ahead and, you know, redo that part, but that's for a different video. So now we're gonna go ahead, and you can see this is a flathead, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our trusty flathead that we've been using all video and go ahead and start to tighten these clamps. Tighten it until it feels secure. So it's pretty straightforward. This process usually takes about 20 to 45 minutes. I'll probably get it down to like a 10 minute clip, but usually depending on, you know, level of experience, so on and so forth, like you may have to adjust that time frame that they gave you. But see, just so you know, I'm pulling on it, shaking it, nothing's happening, so that's good. Fully tighten these two right now, actually. So I have our, don't forget T20. Oh no, actually I lied. So for this one, now that we're not using the T20 anymore, we actually need a 5mm Allen key. So I got this, funny enough, out of one of my bed sets, but we're gonna go ahead and go here, and we're just gonna, oh, this is gonna be a pain. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and probably skip through this, but yeah, you get the idea. So these bolts are tightened in as well. Gonna shake it. I like to do just shake test just to make sure things are secure. Basically, we're just gonna go ahead and put this engine bay cover back on. We're gonna go ahead and put this front cover that we had right here back on, and then we're gonna put our little handle back on. And next, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thank you, IE, for the intake as well as a few of the merch items that I got. I appreciate you all. If y'all want to work with me on a build, just let me know. My information will be down in the description below. This is my B9 2018 Audi S5, and I just installed the IE cold air intake. Catch y'all on the next one, man.